We are not just a group of individuals. We are a powerful force. Together, we are unstoppable. Each of us brings unique strengths, and when we combine them, there's nothing we can't achieve. Challenges will come, but we face them head-on, with courage and determination. There are no quitters here, only winners. We push each other to be better, to strive for greatness, and to never settle for anything less. Remember, our success depends on each and every one of us. Stay focused, stay united, and let's make our mark. We rise together, we conquer together. Now let's go out there and show the world what we're made of. We are unstoppable.
That one is just absolutely beautiful. All right, what the heck is going on here? I'm so tiny. And, oh yeah, now what the heck? All right, we're just going to go over to full screen here because for some reason I can't get the screens to pop up right. Oh, let's see. Come on. Where am I? Why am I not here? Hello? Oh my God, why can't I have a full screen? What the hell is going on? This is weird. I can't get a full screen. There we go. I got a half a screen. I'll deal with that. That's good enough. As it goes. Hey, everybody. How are you? Thank you for joining me tonight for another episode of Ghost Cats and Cryptids. As you can see, it's starting off lovely. As long as I don't freeze or think I froze, and I haven't froze, but my picture has, and I lose chat, we should be good. I'm going to go to and say hi to everybody. First one in tonight was Curious. Hey, Curious, how are you? Kurt W is in the house. Then we have Ben. How are you? Good to see you. BDA, Big Daddy Andy. Good to see you. Let's see, who else do we have? Ernie Davio, John. Good to see you, John T. Yeah, it's been fun. Wojo. Hey, Wojo, how are you? Boom. We have Jason in the house. Jason, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. Tired, but I'm doing well. Let's see. And then we've got Miss Mary. How are you? Good to see you. And we have the awesome producer in the house, Sam. Uh-oh, I'm sideways. Am I freaking sideways? Literally, I look like I've been trying to get the right screen. When I came on, I was like this little tiny block. So this is funny. I literally cannot get the picture big for me. I've got like half screens, so I don't know what the heck is going on at all. I tried to get the large one, but what can I do here? Let me see. Let's expand me. Can I expand me? Hello. There we go. All right. No, it went back. What the hell? See, I can do what the hell. I'm going to be good tonight. I promise, people. I'm going to be very, very good. Is that better? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? I'm sure you could see me before. I'm going to be very, very good. I've decided that I printed this out because I thought that this was funny, but it's like, I'm going to not put the bottom up because it might offend somebody, but it's swearing as unattractive. So I'm going to behave tonight and just be what the hell. So I decided tonight's show, because I'm not going to have one next week. Next week I will be in New Hampshire celebrating my daughter's birthday with her. But this week, where I've had several shows that I've had some what I'll call technical difficulty, and I got either cut out or kicked out or froze, or I froze on my end, but you guys could still hear me, but I couldn't get things straight on this side, so I had to restart and everything. I wanted to kind of go back over some of those shows because last week's show I was really, really enjoying, because I love talking about sharks just as much as I love talking about my big cats and stuff. But there was another one that I did a while back on remarkable animal behavior, and that one, when it froze, it literally, I had to restart everything. And it kind of sucked because, I mean, I'd gone over the story of Christian the lion, the gentleman who they called the elephant whisperer, and how the elephant showed up after he died at his home. It was almost like they went to mourn him. And then I was talking about Poncho the crocodile, which I found that one very, very intriguing, because for a crocodile to end up bonding with someone who rescued it is just in itself remarkable. But for them to be able to do the stuff that they did together, I found amazing, because they actually had put on shows together. And yeah, that was it. Like they would, see, I'm not putting up pictures, but I said I do have photos that I can do. Like this here, like they would put on shows, and here's the crocodile laying on his back, okay, on Gilberto's back. And I mean, I found the whole concept, because I would not think that a crocodile would do that ever. I'd be, I mean, I love all animals, but to me, that if I'm there and that close, I'm just lunch. That's all there is to it. Am I okay? So I don't know. My chat's not moving here. Hold on, I gotta go down and see who else is here. All right, I'm gonna have to catch up here. Falcon, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Jared's in the house. Let's see, Jared. So everybody saying hi. Simon, how are you? Good to see you. You're normal by my screen, just half. Yeah, so I got that fixed. Thank you, Kurt. Like I said, for some reason, my chat wasn't moving. I was like going, okay, wondering if I froze again. Hey, Rudy, how are you? BA Sam, Mary, Rudy. Okay, Rudy's asking the same question. What's the word of the day? Have art. I don't know. Okay, so we have got a lot going on here. Little swamp puppies. Hey, Bush Bro, how are you? East Coast Camp. Project. Yeah, so I think I'm finally caught up, and hopefully it will just keep going. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of just continue on with that, because that story was really impressive to me. But with all that happening, I skipped out on a story that I found extremely funny. To a point, it was very, very funny. To another one, it was to show just how intelligent these animals are. And it was, I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody. Yeah, Sam, right there with you, Jared. I think I got everybody. That was an orangutan in the 1960s that was named after a villainous character in a novel series called, well, I don't know the novel series I have written down, but the orangutan's name was Fu Manchu. Okay, so he was Fu, and then it was Manchu. And he became very, very popular and a little famous. He was in the Omaha, in a zoo in the Omaha, and he was able to, he found some wire that was outside of the, his enclosure that he could reach, but he got some wire and he made a makeshift key and he learned to escape his enclosure when the keepers weren't paying attention, and they would find him in a tree outside of his enclosure. They would find him at times. He would get out and he would take his family with him, and he would actually take young children, 3 young kids. One day they found him all just hanging out together. They were trying to figure out how you could do it. And nobody was, they searched the enclosure trying to figure out what he was using, how he was getting out. Then other keepers, the guy that run the place was yelling at people because, they're not locking the enclosure. Everybody's saying it was locked, it was secure. Well, this orangutan's getting out, and 15 minutes, well, no, that's not enough time to fix. I'll be there. Hey, previously possessed, how are you? And so they couldn't figure out how, Fu was getting out of his enclosure. And this was something that was constant. I mean, like I said, it became known that this is what he did. He would break out and they'd find him. They found him and his family, like, just lounging in the sun on another enclosure, just a little ways away. And they'd have to scurry him back to his enclosure. And it took forever. They could not figure out. They're checking, like, because I guess he had, like, they said it's like a little moat by the door that was to his enclosure. It's pre-recorded premiere. Oh, it's pre-recorded. Oh, okay. Because I thought that when it was posted, it was it said that it was a couple days ago. So even so, make sure you guys check that out tonight at 8 p.m. The Lowdown has a premiere. He says pre-recorded premiere, but it will be happening on YouTube. Please go check that out. Support the Lowdown. Jared's great. He's part of the Banter family now, and we all support each other. Hey, there's the big boss man, the big B, Mr. Richie B in the house. Yes, your brain has been spinning. I am so excited that you got the Me Bro page up, which Mother Earth Bigfoot Research Organization. This is going to be just mind-blowing. I cannot believe that you started this. It is phenomenal, and I'm so excited to be a part of this. Make sure you guys all check that out too. Oh, Miss Jess. Hey, Jess, how are you? Yeah, the boss is Sam. Boss, that's right. I call him the big boss man. You call him boss. But so yeah, and what was funny was they finally decided, you know what, we're just going to kind of step away and we're going to figure out, hey, Denny, how are you? We're going to try to figure out how this orangutan is escaping his enclosure. And they found that what he had done was the makeshift key that he had, he knew that they were searching for it because they get repetitive. I mean, you see somebody coming in looking, well, what he did was he shoved this metal makeshift key that he made for his enclosure in between his teeth and his gums, and he would keep it there. So when he wanted to get out, he would take it out, he would unlock the door, and he would be on his way. He never left the zoo. He liked to wander. And when they finally discovered that he was doing that, they got the key from him. But it just shows patience. It shows that they're problem solvers. I mean, he found a piece of metal that he was able to bend, chew, and get into the form of a key. And he was able to get his enclosure open, and he was able to wait until nobody was around to be able to do this. And it's just hygiene. What the hell? Just now sliding in. Oh, hey, D-Hood, how are you? I was like, wait a minute, am I sliding now? I don't know. I was sideways once. And let's see. Martha Sloop. Hi, Martha. Good to see you. Yeah. So, because we already know that, the primates are incredibly smart. Banta, yeah. But for this one to be able to do what it did and have the patience to wait shows just how intelligent they are. He was a Sumatran orangutan, no longer with us, but he does have one of his sons is in another zoo. I can't remember which one they said it was at, but that one was one that I wanted to cover. Like I said, this episode is going to be kind of going all over the place, discussing different episodes that either froze or I got kicked out of, and they were interrupted. And a lot of the stuff that I wanted to cover didn't get covered. So I decided that this was what I was going to. Hey, bounty hunting bear! Hi, bounty hunting bear. I said that right the first time. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. And for those who just came in and did not catch last week's show, I promise that there will be no F-bombs, no foul talk. It'll be what the hell, or I'm just going to sit here and I'll spaz. You know, I'm going to look like I'm... But I will behave tonight because, yeah, last week, not so much. Between Jess texting me and Wojo calling my husband. I was in trouble. But so now we can move on because I covered that. And that's what all I wanted to do was be able to go over all of that stuff. I wanted to be able to finish up talking about Poncho the crocodile and Gilberto. And I wanted to be able to discuss Fu Manchu. Because I find, like I said, there's a lot of stories out there with just remarkable. Yeah, another notable skate artist. Yeah, yes. I that was part of it too. Yep, he was a very good escape artist. BMO, good to see you. Yay. Yeah, I actually have notes, and I believe that is part of my notes. I gotta find my paperwork because I did bring my paperwork down. I thought I brought my paperwork down, but maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, where is it? Okay, I have my notes. Yeah, I said he was not the only escape artist, a male orangutan at the San Diego Zoo in 1985. Kept finding, well, he didn't do the key thing, but he found ways to scale the wall. They actually had to bring in professional mountain climbers to figure out a way to make the wall unclimbable. It was so it's like, because when they said they brought in professional climbers, I was like, why would you bring in professional climbers? This orangutan's already able. What they were doing was trying to figure out a way to build the walls where where he could not climb them to escape, because that's how he was doing it, which, like I said, a lot of these animals are so much smarter than they're ever given credit for. And they learn, they're precise, they're patient, and they just, and no harm came to anybody. They were just, what they wanted to do was they just wanted to be able to get out and roam for a little bit, so. Hey, curious, here I am. Good to see you. So, so now we're going to go on to the topic of last week, because I was covering, the sharks, the mako shark, how I despise sometimes the channel that starts with a D, because they like to hype, give shows extraordinarily strange names for ratings and stuff. But I did finally I found it. This is a book that I'm telling you about, that it's Scott Marlowe did it. I love this book, and it does have a section on it with a Meg sighting that was reported in, and it was Coast Guard related. If you have the book, I'm sure you've read it. If not, you should check it out, because this one is Jared Pup Squat. This one is like your cryptids. Okay, I know you're doing Bigfoot and stuff, but I just I love that book. And I was going through stuff to reaccumulate what I didn't cover last week, and I finally found it. So I was like, yes, yay, that's freaking awesome. But so we were talking about the white sharks in my area now, because, like I said, there was a time when if you said you saw a great white, you were told you were no. It's the same thing with the mountain lions. Oh, I need that. Yeah, it's a good book. It really is. You have to check it out. If you have not, Jared, check it out. And then you know, now they're showing up everywhere. Well, since the show last week, okay, we've had 2 more juveniles sighted off of the Scarborough Beach. There was another one that was spotted not far from Biddeford. And then news hit. Adam actually from Entering the Unknown podcast had messaged me and said, "Hey, this is up in your area." And I said, "Yes." And I've had actual people around me come up because they know my fascination with sharks and how much I love great whites and say, "What do you think of this?" Yes. Oh, cool. You have that book, BMO. Yeah, it is good stuff, isn't it? I'm telling you, it's really, really good. All of them. All of them going to be found. Yeah. And so what happened was is I'm scrolling through my Facebook feed, and then of course it's in my Google feed as well. The news loves to go crazy with, like I said, it's not just the D channel that does Shark Week, but the news loves to embellish things. And so the first thing you see is great white shark pulls lifeguard underwater. When you see that, what the heck do you think? Well, you think, okay, he got latched onto and yanked under. Okay. But he didn't. Okay. He was out doing routine, practice stuff for his, skill. And they have these red buoys, some are yellow, and they're buoyant, so if you go out to help somebody, it's a flotation device to get everybody back. And he was out doing his stuff, and the shark, a great white, did grab a hold of that and went to take off with it. Because if you've got that laying up there, and I've seen plenty where I've watched the research and stuff, you have an oblong floaty tube, okay, that's floating there. Shark underwater, their eyesight's not that great, but in their vision, they're looking at a little seal, okay? Ooh, it's lunchtime. So it bit down on it, took it under, and then let go of it. Well, he ended up going under with it because, he has it attached to him. He released it and swam back to shore as fast as he could. But I have people going, I'm watching this news thing, and, he's like, oh, I'm scared to death. I got pulled under and yada, yada. And they're like, there's no bite marks. And it's like, because they didn't cover all of it. They just kind of put it in that part. And yeah, granted, I would have been scared to death too. I would have been scared a little bit more to death. I probably, would have had some issues and no control over certain body functions, but you're in their domain, and that's what a lot of researchers are trying to establish is this time of year, where they're traveling through, because they will be heading back towards the south soon, but right now it's their domain, so you have to be very vigilant, very cautious when you're in the water, and make sure that you do. A lot of the beaches have the purple flags for the shark warnings and stuff now too, so that kind of gives warning. You have to worry. A lot of people that use private beaches have to be a little bit more vigilant because they don't have those measures, because where it's a private beach. Am I missing anything? Okay. Okay, wait a minute. I don't understand. I didn't know that. I didn't. Last time we was in the same chat, I didn't understand all the minutes. Thanks. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just making sure I understand everything here. And I'm all caught up. So what I did find, though, was an article that came up on a great white that they have dubbed a nickname. His name is Breton, but they dubbed him the Da Vinci of the sea. And it's actually pretty cool because they have a tracker on him. He has been tracked from Nova Scotia all the way down to the Carolinas and stuff. But what is funny about it is his GPS tracker, it draws itself out as a shark. So I found that very humorous and actually kind of cute, because he's all the way up here over Nova Scotia and down through, and yeah, and out to sea and then down in. And I found that very, very curious. All right. My chat is not moving, so I don't know what that means because everybody was right talky a little while ago. So I'm getting nervous. This is my last show on Restream. So we are changing things up. But yeah, so I found that to be extremely funny. Now, that he did that artwork. The other thing that I didn't go over was because we were talking about, some of the horrible titles or strange titles they give for ratings and how newspapers do the same thing. Well, we got one that was extremely funny. I put it into our group chat, Carries. I will help, however. Okay, Dehu, check. Thank you. So this one here I put into the podcast chat because I literally, hey, Tim, how are you? I was like, okay, now if it's not, this horrific title, then it's this very stupid title or something thrown in that is extremely stupid. So there was a newspaper article that was done, and we all know tiger sharks are. And I hadn't discussed tiger sharks because I stuck with like great whites just because of the area now and with summer and everything that was going on. The mako, because that was kind of getting a bad rap there for the pregnant one off the coast of New York. And then the hammerheads because there was so many different species. But this one here, this one here, I laughed so hard. I think Sam laughed pretty hard too. And then her and my husband had a few choice comments of why this is the title. But so it says that they're the garbage disposals, but it says they eat cats, condoms, and license plates, which I know I've been told they do. Don't be nervous, you're doing great. That they have I knew about the license plates. I mean, that's been like common knowledge forever. Cats, okay, that's kind of different, unless the cat is swimming in the ocean, which it could be. I don't know. But the other one, my husband had to make the joke of going, well, at least the researchers, when they're doing their dissections and stuff, they're wearing gloves, and I bet they're very happy they are. And he also said it's probably, it's going to be the start of a new urban legend. Don't have sex on the beach because a tiger shark will come along, and there you go. That'll be the last time. But it's one of those things of why would you put that in the title of the article? Yeah, I know, right, Sam? God only knows the deal with that. I mean, he said, yeah, and then he goes, well, it's a lover's lane. If it's near the ocean, make sure you have your e-brake on, because if not, you're going down over the side into the ocean and you're tiger shark bait. I mean, it was just, yeah. I mean, the things that they come up with is just insane. Hey, Mooncat Mystic, how are you? Good to see you. And so, and it's funny. I mean, poor sharks, they either get a really bad rap or they get one where it's like complete stupidity for people. And I don't understand it. Now, there was one that seems like it's a funny title and would be a movie, which actually I found out there is a movie called this, which I've watched. I don't know how many cheesy shark movies. My daughter sent me a thing with one guy that's done like over 106 cheesy shark movies, and I've seen probably 50% of them. Really, Kurt? Yeah. Sam. Oh my God. Oh, Jared. Okay. All right. So we're talking about if you don't get shark titles that are like, oh my gosh, outrageously rotten to make them bad, you get stupid titles. And this one said that tiger sharks eat cats, condoms, and license plates. So my husband and Sam were going back. Well, my husband was going in one, so Sam was coming up with another. Now she's putting them all in chat. So it's like, oh, hey, William, good to see you. How are you doing? So yeah, it's like, so we were all trying to come up with how in the hell did they end up with condoms? Tiger sharks eat condoms. That's why I said, I mean, this is something I wasn't able to cover the other night because, you know, I froze up or thought I froze. I froze up on my end. But anyways, so it ended up taking a good chunk of my show apart, and I ended up missing things that I wanted to discuss. And where, you know, we were doing the serious stuff, and analyzing different things, I wanted to kind of have some fun too. And that was one of the stories that I found extremely, extremely funny, was when I found that, because I literally was like, wait a minute, what, how does this even come about? You know? So, um, so yeah, it was, everybody saying hi, yay. All right. So, but the next one though, like I said, it sounds like a really bad cheesy shark movie, which actually there is one entitled this. They've actually done it with a bunch of different ones, but in all honesty, it's kind of a serious thing, because we all know that tigers, yeah, they eat anything. They're the tiger sharks are the garbage disposals of the sea. They eat anything and everything. But our world, as we know, in a lot of areas, even in mine, I had a situation a couple weeks back that I didn't like in my neighborhood, but it shows just where things are going. There was an article that was printed, that sharks are testing positive when they do the blood work for cocaine and other drugs, which is kind of sad, because that just shows what we are doing and how bad we are polluting, our oceans, and just how much we don't give a crap about, you know, the environment around us. It's it's sad, because we are. I mean, we're very destructive as human beings. Hey, Arthur, how are you? And I found it a little, kind of, I keep saying, I'm sorry. I find it a little disturbing because, as you know, we have the ability to not do this stuff, but a lot of people don't care. It's very sad, Martha. Just hanging out in the portrait, everyone in landscape. Oh, what did you think of the title for the other article, Wojo? Oh my gosh. Underwater ring. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Hold on here. I gotta go back over here because I'm talking and I'm missing. Bounty on bear. Oh my God. They're looking for a VA. Oh my word. You guys are awesome. And trying to collect all the pieces they need to get away. Yeah, for the getaway car. Yeah, you guys are awesome. But it's sad because when animals start, especially in the ocean, start testing for, you know, drugs in their system, you know, when they're doing the blood work and they're finding them, you know, it's not cool. It's not good. I'm gonna head on over and cover Sam's site since you're here. Okay. Thank you, D Hoot. Magnum's first Trojans. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you guys. I see a theme here. Curious. Oh, but yeah, I mean, that was one of the things I just, like I said, I mean, because I also, my show went out, when I was discussing getting sightings reports, recent ones and stuff. And the one that had happened in New Hampshire, I was able to cover that. But when I went to show the area, everything froze up and died. I have been doing a lot of work lately. I got just finished up a week ago. Sam says a pattern, condoms and cocaine. They poke fun at, you know, it's just, yeah, it's bad. I can't help it. You know, you got to laugh. I'd rather deal with like the BS of naming a mako shark Sharkzilla because, oh, she's, you know, 3 feet longer than she should be, and she's mowing down on stuff and freaking people out. Well, she's pregnant. She's in the ocean. She's where she lives. Sorry, Dean. I've got to go. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. Bye, Ernie. Thank you for stopping. But yeah, I mean, like, and it's just either there's monstrous tiles making these creatures look like they're, absolute just monsters. That's all they do is that they're there to kill. Or they have something stupid, which just, yeah, sounds like an old Bruce needs another meeting. Sounds like old Bruce needs another meeting. Am I missing something? Thank you all. Yeah, good night, Ernie. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate you being here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sam. Who's Bruce? I'm lost. The only Bruce I know would be the Bruce in Finding Nemo. Oh, that would be, yeah, another meeting because, yeah, wasn't he in, yeah, from Finding Nemo. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, because he was fish are friends, not food. Oh, that's funny. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Like Koa tribe told me people don't care about Earth. The example he gave is when we eat fruit, why do we throw it away? The seeds or pits when they could be thrown in outside and grow. Yeah, true. Grow more plants. Yeah, it was Bruce. There was Chum, and I can't remember who the third one was. I can't remember who the third one was. Good Lord. Who did meetings? Yes, they did. They went to, yeah. I'm a Dory. My kids loved that movie. When they were little, we got them a rabbit, and the rabbit was in a pen and ended up escaping, and they were trying to figure out a name. And my stepson at the time was 5, and he goes, "Let's call it a Skippy." So we had a rabbit called a Skippy because of Finding Nemo, because of Dory. But yeah, so I mean, this show is just going to be, a show to just reminisce a bit. Like I said, I won't have a show tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I won't have a show Sunday. See, I'm tired. I've had a long week. Actually, I've had a long week for the last 2 months. But it's all good. I'm very thankful to be here and be able to do this, and I love hanging out with you guys. And I like the just the way that we all get together and laugh and have a good time. It was Bruce. Anchor. Okay, Anchor. Thank you, BMO. You're great. Yeah. I knew Bruce and Chum. Just because Anchor was the hammerhead. Okay, yep. Yeah, I always laughed at the seagulls because they were always like mine, 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 mine. They were always popping up everywhere. But no, that show was cute. When my daughter was little, my husband called her Squirt because the little turtle from it. So, moving on. I have been natural processes, eat the whole fruit and vegetable seeds and all. Everything comes out in the end, including new plants. Well, yeah, I mean, this way, when I take Lucy out, I had Lucy again this Friday. It's my friend Sam's daughter. Lucy's grandmother and I were really close, and she passed away. So I take Lucy on Fridays in the summertime, and anytime during school when they have a day off, I'll take her. And I love this kid because this kid is adventurous. She loves being out in the woods. She loves just going on adventures. We have had so much fun. But the one thing that I've taught her is when we're out doing stuff, like I've taught her how to cast animal tracks, and she's been able to identify. She knows deer tracks now. She knows raccoon tracks. I mean, when she goes out, she'll be looking at things and she'll be like, "Jane, look," which is great. But when we're doing the casting and stuff, I've taught her, leave no trace. Whatever you take back out. Do not leave it in there, because she'll go in with me and she gets so upset because the first time we went in when spring first hit, because we'd gone out in the wintertime too, but when spring first hit and things started to thaw, the trash that people, and this is private property. There's nobody's supposed to be going through. The only issue is it's also because it's private property. There is a snowmobile trail that does go through, and it goes into the next town, loops around another part of by my house, and heads into the other town. I mean, you can get all over the place with it, but they just toss stuff completely. Whatever, and it's like, it's awful. So she literally was like, all right, next time we come in, we got to bring in a trash bag. We're cleaning this up, which to me, what 9-year-old wants to do that? But she does, because, this one of those things. It's don't, leave no trace that you've been there. But, she's one to, okay, well, somebody else did, but I want to clean it up because I don't want the animals getting into this. What if one tries to eat something? I don't want the animal sick. I don't want the animal to die, which like I said, a lot of 9-year-olds wouldn't think that way, but I love taking Lucy out, taking her out. We have spooked a bobcat. So she got a chance to see one of those. We had a coyote run across in front of us a few feet away. We had a couple day old. It couldn't have been too old at all. It was still wobbly. Fawn. We were looking at a little bear track. I was showing it to him. We heard movement, and hi Neil, fly, flow. Okay, from France. Well, hello from France. Good to see you. Welcome to Ghost Cats and Cryptids. The Ghost Cats is not actual ghost cats. They are, they're another name for mountain lions that in the eastern U.S., they are declared extinct, even though people are still seeing them. Along with, we discuss Bigfoot and other things as well. Tonight, we're kind of recapping everything, and I've been talking about sharks because I absolutely love sharks, especially great whites. And now we're kind of just moving along with other stuff. It's kind of a little Mosh Posh show. Hey, Benno, good to see you. Glad you could make it. And but yeah, it's funny because her mom looked at me the other day because they had gone up north, and she wanted to go look for moose, and she was like, I couldn't get Lucy to go with me. She goes, because you ruined her for me, because she goes out with you and she sees all these animals. Now she's like, it's no big deal, Ma. I've already seen this stuff. And I was laughing because, yeah, it's just funny to me. If you eat too many seeds over time, there's a chance they could dig almost pits in your intestines and can get stuck. Ew. I don't usually, yeah. Well, it depends. I mean, on seeds, like I don't eat like watermelon seeds. I'll spit them out. And peach pits and stuff. No, and I'm not one to throw them away. I try to, but up here trying to get peach trees ain't gonna work too well. Maybe if we had one of those greenhouses, that would work and stuff. But anyhow, let's see. Whoa, Joe, you don't have a show Tuesday, right? Since you're in comments, I figure I'll have you remind me, because I can't remember if you do or if you don't. Who's back? Has it been quiet tonight? Because I haven't heard any wacka trolls. That was Kurt's thing last week, was there was just so many. It was like, instead of whack-a-mole, it's whack-a-troll, which I still think we need a shirt for that. I'm too lazy to pick them. Well, some watermelons you can eat all the seeds. Some of them you can't. I like I said, I spam out. I do eat pumpkin seeds, but that's usually because I bake them and stuff. But yeah, it is like Lima was saying. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we as a human race, we are very, we are very destructive. We are very arrogant. Not all of us, but a big chunk of it. No, there wasn't a show last night, Mary. Okay, yep, that's right. Okay, so I was right. There is no show for Wojo. I will announce it again at the end. It'll be a week from Tuesday, and it will be a part 2 with Susan, who I went in to help end the show, and it That worked out really well. It did end, but I couldn't say goodnight to him. Um, bonjour. Oh, look at you, Sam, all getting all fancy. Bonjour. Oh, but yeah, I mean, I've always said that, and the arrogance thing, because we do, when it comes to um, the land, we do what we want. Um, when it comes to animals, we do what we want. We think we know it all, and we don't. And that's why no trolls needed. Watched whack in here so far tonight. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, that was just too funny last week because, well, it wasn't funny because you guys were on your toes. I didn't. I only saw like two, but it was like I don't know how busy D Hoop might be. Yeah, last week though it was really really bad for you guys because you guys were going back and forth, and then yeah, Kurt came up with instead of whack a mole, it's whack a troll. That was funny. But yeah, and so that's why I like doing this part here. I mean, I know Richie says that he likes the way that I research and how I do things with that, but I also want to make sure that you know my show is educational to a point with the respectful part with the animals, and not thinking that we we know it all, because literally I don't. And people will be like, oh my gosh, I learned so much, and it's like it's not anything special. I'm because I'm not an expert, I'm just somebody who cares. Hey, Papa Squatch, good to see you. um and I just try to get that message out and stuff. I do enjoy what I do. I have, like I said, I have been busy. I finished up another round for the Eastern Panther project that I've been doing. Now I've got to get ready for the fall, collecting eDNA, but it won't be with fans. Thank God. I can't stand those things because it literally takes me forever for the protocol to prep those things, and they haven't been working the way that we want with things. So we're going to go with a more natural collection, using things from the woods to get DNA off of, which will be cool. But other than that, it's been busy with work and stuff. But I literally, how many hours would you say that you've researched entirely? I couldn't give you a total on how many hours. I don't keep track because, like, when I'm out there, I lose track of time. And when I try to get to do like when I did my stuff in northern Maine and down east Maine there, I'd spend a couple days, and it was 3-4 days. So it's, and then when you do the research for the eDNA collections and stuff too, it just, there's a lot that goes into it. And but that is my calming place. My research is, work is crazy, hectic, and literally sometimes I just want to walk away. But I have my research, and I absolutely love that. And that's what keeps me centered, and it's my happy spot. And being able to do this, being able to reach out to everybody, more than 10K. Yeah, honestly, I can't give it. I can try to come up with something, but it's a lot. I mean, not just with not with just the field though too. I mean, it's like getting all of this crap together. I mean, I've gotten like my reports when I'm out and trying to get everything, the paperwork and all that stuff, which is why I'm glad we've got MeBro, the Mother Earth Bigfoot research organization, coming, because where it's going to be a database, I'm going to be able to share some of this stuff, and get the word out, so it will help others. I would say more than 5K, but it's like I said, it's very hard to give an actual number because it's a lot of times, I mean, I may be out in the woods, for like 3 hours or 5 hours a week, depending, on when I can get out there and stuff. And then, having to, when I get a call for a sighting, I'm in my car, I'm headed to that direction. I'm looking for stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's crazy, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And when I'm in New Hampshire next weekend for my daughter's birthday on the way back, I'm hoping to swing into the area where the dam is, where the sighting was reported to me back in June. So if you do that at work, you're an expert. No, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I am. I'm passionate about this subject. I am. I want to help others, but I don't use expert. I don't use anything like that. I am just a regular person who is very passionate about what I do, looking into these sightings, looking into whether it's, big cats, whether it's Bigfoot, and being able to communicate with people and allowing them to get their stories out. It's just what I love to do. And being part of the Eastern, I disagree. You can disagree with me. You're the big boss man. You have every right to disagree with me all the time. I don't know, Richie. People say why all the time. Why don't you? And to me, I just don't feel that that I'm an expert. I just don't. In my opinion, I don't feel that I am. Even if just work 10 hours a week or 10 hours a year. Entirely too. Thank you, Papa Squatch. No, and that's not. It's me. Backstory and stuff. I do not put myself up too high. I would rather stay at a level I'm comfortable at. So that's why I do that. Hey, Z Sun Dragon, how are you? I think it's a worthy discussion. Good to see you. But yeah, I mean, and all of us, we're most true experts that don't have degrees in the field will say they are. Well, yeah, I do say that because I had one person literally look at me and go, "Oh, well, you have cards," because I do have cards for the research that I do, and on the back it's got my email address and different stuff, but they were like, because I put down on it that I am an Eastern Panther and cryptid researcher. And this gentleman who is supposedly big in this whole thing looks at me and goes, "Well, you need to put biologist on that." I'm not a biologist. I don't have a biology degree. I am not going to lie to people and say I'm a biologist when I'm not. But I did, when, doing this research and stuff, I did the episode on the comeback cats, the jaguars, in Arizona. What I did find, though, and I will not mind saying it, is I'm a citizen scientist, okay? Because what that is I don't have a fancy degree, but I go out, I go into the field, okay? I'm boots to the ground, and I am collecting data that is, will help with the research and stuff. And I said, yeah, okay, yeah, I will. So to me, I am a citizen scientist, although the scientist word isn't very well liked, but I would prefer to say that than to lie to somebody and tell them I'm a biologist, because I'm not. Like I said, I'm just a person who gives a crap and passionate about the topic. So Neo says Samson, she is out. And enthusiastic. Yeah, I am enthusiastic. I never went to school for power wash, but for 17, I'm an expert. Richie, darling. No, I appreciate that. And it's not being humble. I mean, if I don't know if you're around there, Papa, or not last week, but my attitude was anything but humbling last weekend. But no, I am. I'm enthusiastic about it too. I mean, if somebody wants to start, brings it up, I will talk and talk and talk. I'm still waiting because there is an expert citizen scientist. LOL. Oh, thank you, BMO. I'm still waiting for the article because I did do an interview for a magazine in Washington, D.C. And I cannot remember the name of it now. I've got all the emails. I actually am very, very good at that too, with the Eastern Panther project that I've been on. And anytime that I have people reach out to me, or even like this reporter, because somebody had mentioned my name, any conversations I have, I end up printing it off so that I have a paper trail, so that I know exactly what I've done and where. I am an expert on that. Yes, I am. I don't mean to be, but I am. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you've got quite a few going on. I had 2 in June and I had 2 in July, but the one of them in July, I went to the area and wasn't able to find anything, but it didn't matter. I still set up one of the fans there. And then the second one that I got, the woman was 95, so, literally, all I wanted to do was check out her property. She's very coherent, and stuff, but the other people that, had talked to me and stuff were like, "Oh, she wouldn't know the difference," and yada, 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 so it kind of turned into a kind of a crap show. So I decided that I would, just leave that one be, but, yes, so that's exactly. Thank you. Bounty. I appreciate that. No, no, that's why I put it on the cover though, because usually I have the what the hell, but I figured I'd do the other one with the bleep, 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 and because yeah, I get frustrated very easy with that stuff. Like I said, I'm passionate about things. I'm enthusiastic, but not technology savvy. And Richie knows this. We get a good laugh out of it sometimes. Um, but it's like I'm working at it. I'm trying to get more technology. I should say I should be getting better at it. There's no way I'm ever going to get this stuff down, but legit. Okay, are you leaving us, Benno? Well, if you are, you have a good night. Thank you, Mary. It was so nice meeting you. And it was funny because when I met Mary, she had been talking about stuff, and I got to inform her that the area her daughter lives in is one of the high, at least with these here, which is my list of sightings. Hold on, guys. With my list of sightings, which I've got this one, and then I've got this, which is almost like a book. It's a ton of pages, but this actually has wolf sightings too, which is cool. But Windsor area, they're on the outskirts of China. They have a lot of mountain lion sightings. But the sad thing was when we were there is they wanted to show me the pit that was behind the house, and it's being dug up and torn up, and somebody's going to probably build on it, and which that I'm not smiling about that. I'm smiling at Benno's comment. Thank you, Benno. But and it just shows that the habitat is depleting for animals, which really sucks, because there was an article that came across my Google newsfeed because anything that comes up with mountain lions and stuff, there was one with it was in California near LA, and there was a mountain lion that had been roaming around, and the headline said, if you don't want these animals in your neighborhood or backyard, stop destroying their homes, because when we build up and we take away their homes, you're going to have that. You're going to have coyotes, you're going to have bear, you're going to have animals trying to move around, trying to find new stuff. Oh, that was your cousin's home. Oh, okay, sorry. It was family, but yeah, it was still nice though. It was, and it was kind of cool when I was able to be like, oh yeah, because I used to live in Windsor, actually not too far from there. So when she said she was going to be there, it's like, yeah, I can make that. That's not a big deal. Yeah, it was. I mean, you looked out back and it used to be like a nice little area. I mean, I know that there was like a pit back there because that's what they were saying, but then it was like trees dozed down and it was just a big old mess. Um, but anyhow, enough of my babbling, enough of me arguing with Mr. B that I am not an expert. Um, Richie, you can call me whatever you want, okay? Because I'm in debt to you anyways, okay? You're allowing me to discuss this topic freely with people, to go over my research, and to be able to connect with people that have the same interests that, and I really, really appreciate it because I've stepped way outside of my comfort zone. But in all honesty, thanks to you, I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate everything that you have done for me and bringing me into this wonderful family. So on that note, there is no Home of the Boom this Tuesday with Wojo. It will be a week from Tuesday, and it will be a part 2 with Susan Ahern. They were having a great show. Okay, I don't get that. You just popped in. Forget my, okay. And then it's a discussion. That's all. You owe me nothing. Listening to you and knowing is priceless. No, I do owe you. I do. I owe you a lot. I can't thank you enough. But anyways, and Friday nights, make sure you tune into Sam's Pretty Paranormal with our amazing executive producer, Sam. And Saturday nights is, of course, the flagship show, the one that started it all, Banter with Richie B. I'm not sure about the shows because, like I said, we're in the middle of switching out things. So it may be off for a little bit. I do know, though, that August 26th is the debut of Curious Cryptids. And I am so excited for her program to start up. And I will not see you next Sunday. I will see you the following one. I'm not sure what I'll be discussing, just like usual. I always say that at the end of the shows. But I will say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And remember, when it comes to life and research, sometimes you just got to say, what the hell? Good night, everybody. Bye.